Hey everyone, welcome to Buzzing on the Lab with Mary Wong. We have a really special guest today, and well, two things. One, this is the first time we're doing our show on Google Hangouts, so that alone is a fun little new thing for us. And two, we have a really fun guest on today, Anna Maria Sanin. She is the founder of In Touch Chic, and she is today I'm so excited about what she has to talk about because she is talking about how to really go into your closet and take
Create out of what you have.
oh my gosh.
Okay, well,
Sorry, ladies. Yes, sorry. This is what happens when you do live streaming. But yes, she's going to teach us how do you go into your closet and how do you take what you love and build upon it. And really, she's all about helping every woman feel amazing, look great, and that's what she's going to talk about today. So, Mary, as you know, we always on Buzzing on Blab, we bring her special guests from her hive to come on the show. And she has a very special relationship with Anna Maria, so I will let her start the conversation.
well, Anna Maria, thank you so much for joining us today. When I met Anna Maria, besides being beautiful, being very smart, and having so much to offer, Anna Maria has a huge heart. And when I met her, I just was like very taken by how what she was doing because Anna Maria has and I'm going to let her tell you what her business is and what she does, but she struck me because it's just a little bit different. And and I think the difference here is that she has a deep passion about you being able to tell your story and build your confidence and around what your style is. And I'm going to have her define the difference between style and fashion. But for me, when I started out in the business world, it wasn't pleasant. I came out of college. I've always had a weight problem because of the medicine with my epilepsy. I was very heavy. And thank God somebody took the time and sat down with me and explained the difference. What was appropriate to wear, how to wear it, what was a good way and to hide some of the flaws that we might have as a body type, what were the different body types, and what were good colors, what was coloring, and how did you go through that process. And it made my confidence level so much different, especially back in those days because it was a very different type of world for me. And so I think it's very important today. What we're talking about isn't just about clothes and that type of thing. It's really, I believe strongly, it's about what you do to help build your presence, your confidence, and how you really carry yourself in not only your business world, but through life. So with that said, Anna Maria, thank you for coming, and please go forth. Tell them what you do and share your 3 C's.
Mary Kate, thank you so much. So, it's a pleasure to be here with you and to hear your kind words. I love you. You're an amazing woman. So, with that being said, so yes, what I want to talk about today is basically, let me start. So I am the creator of In Touch Chic, and what I do is I help business women, speakers, coaches, or women who are, own their own business to create an image, like we were saying, that supports their lifestyle, that allows them to feel confident, to be memorable, and show up in an influential way. So the difference between fashion and style is that fashion are just trends that come and go. Fashion is what we see on the TV. Fashion is what we see on magazines and what stores are coming out with every season. Style is something that we all have. Style is within. Style is who you are. Style shows up your personality, your authenticity, what you like and what you dislike. And so through our wardrobe and our image, we allow ourselves we have the ability to show up who we truly are through the clothes we wear. So what I'm going to be talking and what I'm going to be sharing here today is, as we were saying, how to brand your personal style and through the 3C process that I implement with my clients. And so first of all, the main thing before before I even want you to get into your closet and learn how to leverage what you already own and how to really maximize your pieces, it is key to identify what's the image that you want to portray. What is it that you want your clothes to say about you, or what is the message that you want people to receive once they see you through the way you show up, and what is that for you? How is it that you want to feel with what you wear? So for that, I've created something that's called the chic style mantra, and I'll take you through that process. So how do you create your own chic style mantra? Basically, this is what you do. You choose 10 words, right? Such as powerful, edgy, confident, words that you want your wardrobe to identify you as, and what you want people to, once they see you, right? What is it that you want them to create in their mind? So you start with 10 words, up to 10 words. I highly recommend that you do 10, and then you rate each one of them, and then you write down why is that important to you. Once you've identified what they are and their importance, then what you end up doing is you end up selecting the three most important to you. So I'll share my chic style mantra. That is elegant, chic, and edgy. So when I dress, that's what I want people to perceive when they see me. And that's how I want to feel when I put on the clothes that I choose. I want my clothes to give me that emotion and that feeling. So that's how you identify yours. Once you do that, then it really makes really easy the process, or it eases the process of shopping and or creating looks or weeding out your closet through the 3C process, which is the clean, create, and collect. And basically what that means is, first of all, this is and let me retract a little bit. So another thing to do before you start your clean, create, and collect, another thing you want to do is you want to apply the 80-20 factor. So how do you do that with your wardrobe? If you think about it, you probably only come in contact with 20% of all your contacts on your phone, which means 80% of them you don't even touch. You don't even get to communicate with. So same thing happens with your clothes. Our minds are set to a specific look, a specific outfit. We know how to wear things in a certain way, and we go for it because either we're dealing, busy lives, work, whatever that is for you. So what you do is basically you're going to take a ribbon and you're going to hang it on your bar in your closet, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to hang it all the way to the end of the bar. You're going to tie the ribbon. So every time you wear something and you're ready to put it back into your closet, it's going to go behind that ribbon. And then with anything that's folded, you're going to put a filing file. You can put it on the bottom, and so anything, once you wear it, it goes on the bottom. So by the time, it's really cool because so by the time you've reached a point where you feel like you have nothing to wear, you've already worn it all, then you're going to be able to identify the remaining that's still in front of that ribbon and on top of that file. And now is when you apply your clean, create, and collect. So what you want to do, what clean means, it's basically you're going to get into your closet and you're going to take out the pieces that you haven't worn just yet and ask yourself, does this speak to me at least two of those three words? Like I said, for me, it's chic, elegant, and edgy. So if this piece speaks to me that, or I feel like I can do something with it that's going to allow me to have that feeling, then you keep it. If not, then it's time to come out of your closet or put it away. Maybe it doesn't fit right now. The one rule that I have to, or that I like to tell my clients is, you know, if you are in the process of losing weight, and a lot of us are constantly in the process of losing weight, so give it up to 6 months. Unless you are 200% committed to losing the weight, you either get rid of it or give it another 6 months. And then after 6 months, revisit that if you have lost the weight and incorporate it again. But it doesn't make sense to keep all these clothes in your closet that are taking up the space and that are actually creating clutter in your mind and overwhelm, because you're just not wearing them. They're sitting there and they're not helping you in any way. So that's how you incorporate the clean, and then you start creating. So how do you start creating, and how do you get your juices flowing, your creativity? So you're going to take pieces that you have in front of the ribbon, your 20%, and you're going to start mixing with pieces from the 80% that you've decided to keep, and start putting together outfits. Another tip is you don't really know how something looks and feels unless you put it on or together. So just because you might think that it doesn't go or you're not sure, just put it together. This is another thing that, you know, my clients are always surprised. They're like, oh no, that's not going to fit, or no, that doesn't look good. And then they see it on and it's like, that looks fantastic. So that's another one. All right.
See, I just want to chime in, because that's where I feel like when I'm looking through my closet and I feel like I have nothing to wear, and then I'm like, I have so many things to choose from. But I find that someone like you puts stuff together and I see it on you, I'm like, I never would have thought to put those things together. So when I'm looking at it, I don't even know what to try. Like, what would I put together that I wouldn't necessarily think of? Like, how can you recommend somebody kind of like do a little like mix and match with some of the clothes that they currently have and that they like?
So, okay, so yes. The one thing that you can do, first of all, what you're looking for when you're putting together an outfit, consciously or unconsciously, is you're looking for balance. So sometimes when, let's say for example, and we're not talking about the color, but because of the silhouette of that top or that bottom, you're like, I'm not sure if that looks good together. But what you have to look at is, you know, first of all, once you identify your body type and you know which areas are bigger or smaller or longer or shorter, then you're looking at the silhouette. You want to make sure that you're creating the balance. So let's say if I'm smaller on the top per se, right? And when I'm putting together an outfit or choosing to mix and match, I just have to look at the silhouette. And and maybe sometimes what you have to look at, do I have too much going on? Not because of the color or the print, but it's the actual silhouette of the garment. And is it suitable for your body type? Meaning, if you have a shorter waist, then you want to wear and you want to elongate, then, you know, when you're wearing things that are a little bit longer, I know I make it sound like it's very easy.
Yeah, you really do. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like I could do that.
It's just really, like I said, is identifying your silhouette, identifying your body type, and then identifying the silhouette of the garment. So that's why I'm saying once you put it together, just look at the entire balance of the look, and where is it creating more volume. Another thing is that we create the lines, or where our garments end, they create a line, an illusion, right? So I'll explain a little bit more on that. For example, if I wear a short sleeve shirt that ends right here, I'm creating an illusion to my breast, right, to this area. So if I was a person that I'm big busted and I'm wearing a big print and I have wide shoulders and I love the shirt, the fabric, but for some reason when I put it on, I feel like it just doesn't look good. It could be where the illusion of the line is going, and that really affects the way we feel when we put on specific things. Another thing, and I'll give you another tip on, well, I don't know if that's going to look good or not. So here's a rule. You never want to mix more than 2 patterns, right? So you want to do 2 patterns in a solid, or 2 solids in 1 pattern, or 3 solids. So patterns are fine. You can do a flower print and a stripe. It's all about how do you know which flower print and which stripe goes with what. But you want to look at the overall, and what is the print more? Do I see the print more than the ground of the main color? And if that's the case, then you want to follow kind of like the same with the print that you're using on the other print that you're using. So it's just playing with scale, it's playing with the color, and it's really putting it together. And just think of it too, when you're coloring and a color palette, I mean, a lot of the times we go black and white and brown because that's all we know. But when you're playing with colors and you're looking at a color palette, you see that pastel colors, for example, pink, purple, and blue go totally fine together. Why not in your wardrobe if those are your colors? So it's just like coloring. It's just like, it's a Canva. You are a Canva, and it's really just putting the pieces together and creating that image that allows you to feel good and be you. Does that answer your question?
Yes, I really just need you to come over and do that.
Another thing that I can give you guys, and for those of you who haven't done it yet, if you go to bit.ly/style personality_quiz, I'm offering a free quiz. So basically, it's a style personality quiz that will allow you to identify what your style personality is, and then based on that, you can start doing a little bit of research on let's say if you're a natural. So naturals tend to wear, soft fabrics, lightweight, cottons, nothing that's synthetic, and that's just their personality. Their jewelry is very minimal. They like no custom jewelry or any. So those are the naturals. So once you identify who you are and you can really relate to it, you can start really looking for inspiration and ideas that you can start incorporating and implementing yourself that for sure that are identifiable with your personality. Okay, so that's that. And then last but not least, it is the last one, collect. I love this part. So what I encourage my, the people that I get to work with is to collect the pieces that they have no use of and haven't used for a while. This is including shoes, jewelry, your garments, wardrobe. And if you're not using it, there's a lot of women in need, and there's a lot of women who are looking to restart their lives and can't afford a wardrobe and are in search, to either for a job, and so donate it to either a nonprofit in your area, donate it to people like myself that give back. And what I do is I collect clothes, tours, and I make, once I have a good amount of of clothing, what I've been doing in the couple of past 2 years is I've been donating my time with the Miami Mission Rescue Center, and which I'm looking to expand with many other nonprofits and community. But what I've been doing is I've been putting a presentation for these women and to teach them about how to dress for success in their unique body types. So you can always donate and give back, and that's what I highly, highly recommend. So those are the 3 C's, and that's your chic style mantra.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so I want to go back a little bit because I feel like a lot of women that I speak to, and this is how I feel kind of too about fashion. I look at someone when I see you, you always look amazing. No, you really do. Like your outfits are on point. You look like you look like you just like stepped out of a Sex and the City episode, and I just love it so much. And I feel like I would love to dress like that, and I think it'd be so fun and cute. But my real style is I don't really wear what. Mary, look at Mary.
Well, Kate.
That's not my style. I'm like super casual, right, Mary?
You want me to go, okay?
What?
So,
You can say stuff. Listen, Anna Maria came to one of the women's groups that I was facilitating, and she walked in, and I immediately wanted to run out and like go change my outfit because I just was not.
Well, it's funny that you said that because Anna Maria we were in Colorado and we were doing our thing, and Michelle we got that it was pointed out because look, not everybody looks like Anna Maria. I mean, she's beautiful. I mean, there's no doubt about that, and it can be kind of intimidating. Because when people see that, they're like, I could never dress like that, right? And it's like on there. But I think what you have to decide is, what is your style? Right. What is it that you're comfortable in? What do you want to portray? What do you want to be? Because look, I mean, for me, I decided a long time ago, if you're doing it for other people, then I think you do, and Anna Marie might disagree with me, then you're doing it for the wrong reason. You should be doing it for yourself.
I agree with you.
And I for me, you know, everybody's body type is different. Everybody's, you know, if you spent your whole life doing extra, you know, for those things and dieting, then I used to do all that and I used to feel horrible because I couldn't look like that. I couldn't do all that. But there are so many beautiful clothes out there. There's so many things to do now. And I've seen her work. I've seen what she's done. By adding a necklace, by adding things, you can bring things up. You can do all those things. There's tricks of the trade to do that with. But what you have to do is you have to make the time you deserve the time to be able to spend on yourself to have that style. If you don't, then you're going to look like you crawled out of it. Not that you ever do that, Kate, because you don't, you look, and the things, you have a beautiful, she works out, and her body's amazing. And she does these yoga poses that go like, her legs go like that. But
I agree.
But I think that your C's, I think what's amazing about the 3 C's is anybody could do that. Yes. So when you're creating your mantra, I just would like to go back to that for a minute. When you're creating it, because that's interesting to me. I never thought about that. So if we were creating a mantra, what are some of the, when you first start out with a client, because you really kind of have to think about that for a minute. So when you're doing that, could we do one for, Kate, why don't we do one right now? We're doing live streaming, so let's do yours. So let's do it.
First thing, let's do this. So first thing is, and then we'll do this, and then we'll go back to what Kate was saying, because I really want to share a little bit on that. So, first thing for your chic, what I do with the clients is like I said, I work with women who are either starting a new business or looking to revamp their brand. And so, first of all, is having clarity on your vision, right? What's your life? What do you want to attract? What are you going after? What is it that you're doing, right? And once we have clarity on that, then we want to utilize our image, right, and how we want to be seen to serve us, to help us achieve that and more. So that's number one. Second,
those are great questions, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely, because, you know, this is the thing. We all have like I had mentioned, we all have our own personal style, but we were never taught in school how to create your own style, your unique style profile based on who you are, on your goals, your dreams, who you are as a person, what are your activities, what do you love to do, what are your hobbies, and your body. We can all, and we're all so unique, Mary and Kate, because we're put into this, well, you're a pear, you're full figure, you're inverted triangle, you're this and that, but each one of us, it's so unique. Like your arms might be longer than mine, and we can both be pairs. Your neck can be shorter or longer. Your waist, you know, there's just so many things that need to be taken into consideration. The shape of your face, your skin tone, you know, and it's not just whether, you know, you're white, black, purple, or blue. It's the undertone on your skin, right? And that all that, it's a blueprint to now really having clarity on dressing you. So you have that clear, Kate? All right, so then now we can start thinking of words that you want to be, how is it that you want to be perceived? When you get dressed, how do you want to feel? And I'll give you some examples. I have some words. Powerful, edgy, confident, creative, fun, comfortable, sexy, feminine, put together, stylish, elegant, sporty. Those are just some ideas.
Okay, I like some of those words a lot. I want definitely fun and creative and sporty, feminine.
Well, hold on. Fun, creative, feminine,
sporty. I want to be seen as confident and successful. And powerful.
Well, you just want it all.
I do. I'm like, I want all those words.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more.
Oh,
happy?
You want to be
classy.
approachable.
Oh, approachable. I like approachable.
Happy?
Happy. And
okay.
something like attracting opportunity.
How about sexy?
I know. I'm like, I don't know that I really dress
super sexy.
Yes, I'm putting sexy on here. I said so.
Okay, so let's start with fun. From a scale to 1 to 10.
Oh, how important is that?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, that to me is like, I hate 1 to 10 scales.
Do it. Come on.
Like 8. Probably like an 8.
Okay. Creative.
Because to me, like, creative, like, that's, okay, I don't know if I would put any at 10, but like 8 or 9. Like fun and creative to me that's like what I do.
Okay, but do you want your image to speak when I see you with your wardrobe to speak your creatives, meaning you're stepping outside the box with your wardrobe?
Then no. Then probably no. Then that would be lower. Yeah.
Okay. And fun, so do you want to be dressed in a way that you come across as fun, and does that serve your vision?
I wasn't thinking about it like that.
As a businesswoman with goals and things that you want to achieve, that's what we're working with. Creating a wardrobe that's going to speak what needs to speak for you to grow in that field.
Right. So wait, what was the question?
So how important is fun?
Probably like powerful would probably be an 8.
Yes.
Okay. Sporty.
Well, now I feel like my words would change because I'm not like in like the fitness space, but to me like sporty in the sense of like being healthy and vibrant and energy.
Yeah.
And you can dress up sporty. Totally. Mm-hmm. So you can you can bring a sporty look. You can level it up with the right choices.
Yeah.
Okay. So how important is that to you?
That's probably like at a 7 or 8.
Okay. And feminine?
That's
Yes.
Like 8. Yeah, I know. I never really thought that until Mary like teases me about.
Look, you're very feminine, even with your body language. We see it.
I know Mary teases me with my hair.
Okay, confident.
Yeah.
That's important. Yes, 100%.
Is that what, a 10 and up?
Yeah.
Okay, successful.
10.
Approachable.
That's important to me too. I mean, that's like an 8, like an 8. I feel like I'm approachable.
Okay, happy.
In my wardrobe. Now I'm thinking like bright colors and stuff. I don't know, like a 7.
Okay, sexy.
7.
Okay. All right, so your high top ratings, we have feminine at an 8, powerful at an 8, and approachable at an 8. And then we have confident and successful at a 10. So out of those 5, I'm thinking, well, fun we have also at an 8. So out of those 6, what are the top 3 that you want to create a wardrobe around?
The 2 that stood out when you said was confident, feminine, and sporty.
Okay. Okay. Feminine and sporty. Perfect. So the next thing I would recommend you to do is to take also your style personality quiz, which everybody that wants to do this can take it for free.
Cool.
And I will go ahead and post it. I don't know if you can post it here.
Yeah, I'm going to post it here with the link. bit.ly/stylepersonality_quiz.
Yes. Okay. So once you identify what your style personality is, Shu, then based on these 3 words, every time you get dressed, it's about, asking yourself, does this outfit make me feel 2 out of 3 of the words that are my chic style mantra? And that's going to help you. Let me tell you, everybody that I've used this on, when they see me, they're like, nope, it doesn't make me feel confident, so it's got to go. And really, it does work because it gets you.
I think that is amazing.
Yeah, I love that.
That is amazing, Anna.
Thank you.
I hope you trademark that. That is amazing. No, because it is. It really puts perspective into thinking who you are.
Yeah.
Because I would dress happy. I would dress bright colors. I would dress all that stuff that she doesn't. So I would, and that's who I am. So that, the picture behind me is me. And so that's what I would dress as, I'll wear the V leggings.
Yeah, and that's how you show up. Like I see you, and I know that you are creative, and you're just happy and outgoing. Like you just show up, and that's who you are. And that's that's how you brand yourself, because you really own your style. And you know how to, you've learned how to dress your body type and how to really look your best just as is. We are perfect just as we are. And it's really knowing that and knowing that your true beauty comes from insight. And that's really what shows up through your personality and how you interact with people. And
thank you. And I I think what this does though too, and I don't think we talked too much about is that when you're shopping and you're doing those things, it's also an investment. We've talked on several blabs about investments on yourself and investments of those type of things. You know what, Anna? I'm going to have you come and help me, because I think that this is an investment that you should do for yourself, because you spend thousands of dollars, at least, on clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, let's call it out as it is. And a lot of times you buy stuff, and I got stuff still hanging in there that I've never taken the tags off, because after you get it home, it's like, why did I buy that?
Yeah.
And it's like, and then you put it on, it's like, oh my God, you can see that middle row like no tomorrow. And I mean, I'm sorry.
We all do, yes.
Everybody's got something. And so at the end, everybody's got something. So at the end of the day, but I think for those of you that are listening out there, Anna's right. The beauty is from within. But if you're going to spend money and you're going to buy something beautiful for yourself to wear, buy something that is going to reflect what you want somebody to see from the outside, right?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And it's also an investment, especially if we're investing money on growing our businesses, on showing up and our services, our product, what we do as the best, building this online image for who we are and what we have to serve. Well, you are part of that. Like, you are the walking business card of your business and your life.
Oh, wow.
So how you show up at all times is just key, because we are in the public eye at all times, especially with social media. And it's not about always being dressed up.
That's a great point.
Yes. It's not always just, you have to be dolled up at all times. If I doll up, is because I like it. I enjoy it. You do too, Mary. You love to dress and you just feel good in it. And really having a wardrobe that serves and that allows you to always show up and stand out with style in any crowd. Creating that, it's having a wardrobe that for every aspect of your life, whether you are hanging out with your family on the weekend, during the week, but whatever that is, whether it's tennis shoes and a legging and a shirt, but it's just the colors or that represent your style. And we can always, at any time in our day or week, we can always look fantastic, feel good, confident, and stand out in any crowd with style, because you're just, people are able to see that. People are able just to identify you, and that's key.
Well, I think that you brought up a really great point, because I think I'd even add a fourth C, if I could, to your thing, is being consistent. Because I think a lot of times after you do all this and you get done, it's having that same style. I think your 3 C's makes you then think about, okay, that doesn't fit into that silo of what I was going to buy, so I shouldn't do that.
Yes.
But being consistent in how you're going to dress then from going forward, so that you have that look, because then I think what you're really creating after this with those 3 C's is your style.
Yes.
Is how you're going to dress. And that offers consistency of your look and how you're going to then carry yourself and everything else.
Absolutely. And
so I just want to ask a question, because I think, this is for me, but I know this is other women who maybe came from a real corporate environment and then switched over into their own business, or they're doing something else, or just the nature of some companies being a little bit more casual. I know what I want my style to look like, but like I had mentioned to you when you had come to that event, I tend to dress a little bit more on what I still think it's professional, but I'll definitely more on a little casual side. Like, I'll wear a pair of shorts that are nicer shorts and like a nice top and heels, but in my mind I still sometimes get those comments like, oh, but you're too casual. So how do you kind of keep consistent with your brand, but still dressing in a way like that? Obviously I still want people to look at me as like a business professional, but some people might not look at it like that if I'm walking into, a real stiffy corporate environment.
So, and I was just listening to it, and I was thinking as I was going to answer, and then I just so no, yes. Well, first of all, it's identifying what environment are you going into, right? And first of all, you first need to know the main, the basic rules. And it doesn't mean that you need to go by the rules. We do know that business casual in corporate America, it's not a tank top, and some cute flat shoes. It's more of a pair of jeans with a dress shirt and some nice heels. So it's business casual can be interpreted by each one of us very differently. So what kind of event are you attending, and if it's, and it could be over the weekend, or it's just about, first of all, identifying what the attire is, knowing the basics of the foundations, right? And then it's just having it's having a wardrobe that fits your lifestyle and what you do. And I mean, it's really hard to tell you, just as if we're not in a workshop working together or working one-on-one, because it's really just about you, Kate. It's about again, how do you want to perceive? Like, what are your priorities, and when you are, not in your case, but in other cases, it's just when you are in the ambience, or when you're doing what you love and you're being authentic to yourself and everything that you do, and then you have the clarity and you have the support, or have worked with somebody like myself that has helped you build that profile for yourself, then you have pieces in your wardrobe that are suitable for that business casual event, but yet sporty enough for you to be comfortable. And it could be the length of the short. It could be throwing a blazer over the short, or creating a layer, and then it could totally level up your look. So it's just, there's a lot of detail, believe it or not, into it, and that's why people like me have a job in this industry.
Right. And I
Yeah.
think the other thing on that is the question that I tell my people is to ask themselves, it's not so much about I mean, I think everybody needs to use common sense, but along with that is when you're out and about like that, it's not even the meeting that you're having. It's who might you meet, who might you run into, because everybody is a prospective client.
Yes.
Everybody could be prospective for you to build your business with. So would you want to be seen and want to set up in that kind of environment? Because you're going to be in a corporate environment, you're going to be in a situation, you're going to meet other professionals. So in what you're going to do that day, I always take it as a day that I'm going to have an opportunity. So it's forget that I already know these people. I'm going to meet other people. So, is that how I want to approach that day and who I'm going to meet? Because that's a great meeting place.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, that's key, Mary, and I couldn't have said it better than you did. It's absolutely, especially if we're out networking or we're attending events, we're there because we want to build business, we want to meet new people, and we want to attract more opportunities. So you just have to prioritize what's more important to you, and that's why creating a wardrobe and having somebody with the expertise that if you don't have the time to really support you on building that for yourself, and really just making the decision when you're attending a specific event, what is your priority, and then having things that are going to allow you to feel comfortable and still be authentic to your priorities, and that are going to allow you to show up in a way that you're going to attract opportunities if that one person sees you. Because remember, first impression is key, and within the first 90, that's the first thing you see, body language and how you show up. 97%, 93% of first impression is nonverbal. So that means that only 7% is what you say. And as human beings, if you think about it, we are attracted to things because of the idea we create around them. So we're attracted to houses, to cars, to vacations because of the idea we create around what we see. And so we go towards that. And
so the stuff that I bought that still has the tags on it, I just created this idea.
Yes, and that's what attracts us. We create. So when we see, for example, we're out shopping and we see this beautiful pair of shoes, it's like, yeah, we love the shoes, but we start creating and we start justifying and thinking why those shoes are so great and what we're going to be able to do with them and what they're going to do for us. So then we're sold. And it's the idea that we create, and it's all in here.
So I just have a question for people, because I do have to compliment you. Because, as you know, for those of you that are on here with us, we have friends that worked with Anna that last year went to an event, and this year they worked with her to prepare themselves differently and to get dressed for the event. And you did an awesome job with the girls and how they presented themselves. They looked beautiful. And what I wanted to ask you was, being someone that's always in the spotlight, meaning social media, thank you, Kate, has now in live streaming and doing that type of thing. And Kate's in the spotlight a lot too. You know, we're I wasn't one that really cared what I had. I mean, you know, I have it on, this is what we're going to go with. Or you have double the outfit, you know, the outfit is seen several times. Do you have any tips that you can give anybody? Because I know there's several people out there that are in the business world that give speeches, that talk a lot on social media, that are seen, and they have to, you know, they're wearing double the outfits, or they have to multiply up. Do you have any tips that you could give them on what they could do with that?
Absolutely. So layering, it's one of my best friends because you can show up next week, Mary, with the same outfit that you're wearing, and if you change the sweater or the cover up that you have, it's a complete different look. Or changing your accessories, maybe, you know, adding a belt or the shoe. That's how you change that look. If you want to maintain a low budget and still work with what you have, and you don't, you know, you don't want to be out shopping or doing, that's a way to really leverage and change up your looks. Another great thing, and Michelle Villalobos does this, and she, you know, and she tells everybody, and which I agree with her 100%, is rent the runway. Key, if you are constantly on stage, right, and you're traveling from speaking engagement to speaking engagement, rent the runway works perfect because you get to rent beautiful dresses. They come directly to your house. They send you 2 to 3 different sizes to make sure that they fit you. Their delivery time is very short, and you can always look beautiful with something new and very, very affordable. And these are designer names, brand names, dresses, and now they also have, I believe, a monthly membership where you not only are you renting dresses for special events, but I believe also they send you for whatever, you know, everyday life that you have. So
okay,
that's something to look into.
We should develop our mantras, and then we'll call it Rent the Runway.
I love it. I love it.
But ladies, I wanted to just say one more thing. I wanted to go back to what Kate was saying, because a lot of people feel, and they see me and they say, well, she's always so well put together, and she just knows what she does, and she's just beautiful, and this and that. But let me tell you, it wasn't always like this. I wasn't always the way I am today.
And you don't magically just appear that way every day. Come on.
No. You know, my younger years, I always knew how to. I mean, I was brought up. I'm Colombian originally, and we've always been taught that, you know, the way you show up and how you dress is very important, and you know, and how confident, and it gives you confidence, and it allows you to open doors and to be accepted into areas just because of how you look. But you know, I at a young age, because moving to this country and everything, like I actually was a very rebellious child. I don't, you know, believe it or not, at the age of 14, I was finding out I was pregnant, you know, so I was exposed to a lot of things, and even though I showed up very confidently, it wasn't really until about 6 or 7 years ago when I came to my Jesus moment, and I realized and I found true beauty. I discovered how to truly love myself and how to really you know, bring that out, and then once I knew that, and then I also started having clarity on what my passions were and my mission in life and what I wanted to attract and my purpose. And then with that is, so I then really using my skills, right, and knowing the importance of showing up, not only walking your talk, but being able to talk your walk, was key to the confidence that I was going to have, and the way that and the way I was going to show up, and how people were going to receive me. So what I want to share with that is that you know, I had the skills, and that's why I incorporated and I decided to go down this route. But I just you know, I applied, I extended my skills. I went, you know, I got a degree in fashion merchandising, and then did image consulting certification. But I had to clarity. I guess the key is I had to have clarity of what my vision and the brand that I wanted to create for myself and how I wanted to project myself to the world. And once I did that, and as you all know, as I came into the picture and started meeting all of you, you know, all of you and people, they identify me because they see that idea that I project, that I want to project, and that's how that's how I've been doing it. It's just by really branding myself in a way that speaks and allows people, because some people, like you say, some people might feel intimidated because, and you guys think and thank you that I'm beautiful and I show up in a certain way, but I have to make sure that my clothes allow for me, the true Anna, the soul, the Anna inside, to really show up. And that was really key point to my, to the success.
You do have a beautiful soul. You're very kind and you're very helpful. And I just want to say thank you again for coming on with us, and thank you for sharing your story, most importantly. But I think that I hope that people take this as seriously, really. I know we had fun a little bit, but I hope that they take it as seriously because it is important. It's one of those topics I have a discussion with my team with all the time when we have our meetings and we sit down, and it's how do we present ourselves? How do people first see you when they come in? You know, we have T-shirts, we do all that stuff, but it has our logo. It's how you brand yourself. It's how you want to present yourself and the look you want to have. But then, it's having that discussion, and I think, Anna, I thank you so much for being the leader of being an educator, because it's not shopping. It's really helping them create what do they want to have, and how, when you unwrap that present, it's a great gift that you're giving to somebody. Thank you.
Yes, Mary. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you've given us so much goodness. I'm so excited to share the personality style for everybody to take. And
Which you're going to take, Kate.
I am going to take it for sure. And also the PDF that you sent me, so I'm going to put that into the Women's Symposium group for the women to take advantage of that.
Awesome.
And I'm so excited to be watching you on Facebook, because you've been doing Facebook Live. You're committed to doing every day for 30 days. Tell people about that and how they can see your it's 6 minutes.
Yes,
it's beautiful.
Yes,
beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm so impressed. You've done, Anna, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of what you've accomplished. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Mary.
Kate, so I can't wait to see the mantra, because we're going to have fun. I'm going to work on my mantra too, because I'm going to have Anna come to the house. I'm going to have her help me, because it's the only thing left at my house that I need to help. I truly, I can have overcrowding of animals, but I need to get rid of those clothes, and I need some help. So I need some help.
I will help you. Well, let me share real quick about, so yes, 6 minutes of style at 6 a.m. And so the reason why I did a 30-day for now, it's I need to train myself to be up that early so that and so I think that by the 30th day I'll be fine, and I will continue doing it. But for now, 100% for the next 30 days. And I am sharing there every day tips to help ease your morning routine on getting dressed, deciding what to wear, and maybe you can't incorporate it that day, but maybe your tips that you can take and apply the following day as you are deciding what to wear, if you can, if by 6 a.m. you're either out the door or just don't have the time. So yes, please tune in. It's live on Facebook every day, Monday through Friday. No Saturday.
And if you need to get up at all early, I can always give you a dog. So
awesome. I'm sure my children will love that.
Well, Anna, thank you so much. Let everybody know how they can find you. What's your website?
So my website is intouchchic.com. But where you can find the most information and content and tips and whatnot, it's on Facebook. So if you just search for In Touch Chic, that's the business page, or it should come up. But if it doesn't, the page is named, and I can't change it. It's named In Touch Fashion.
Okay.
So either or, you'll find it. And, you know, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, everything is at In Touch Chic. Very easy.
Okay.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you again so much. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, Anna.
It was such a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.